morning. It's May 15th. This is the first episode of the Heartland Feeds Kernel Journal here. It's a beautiful, windy day here in Ponoka, Alberta. Excited to have my new guest host this year, Nessa Ingram. Welcome, Nessa.
Thanks.
Are you excited?
So excited.
Awesome. Whitney is away on mat leave, so she'll be watching this at home, chasing her little guy around. So kind of to start out, the story of the year here is it's been very dry here in central Alberta and extremely windy. We haven't, since we put the weather station up, had really any reported moisture. The top wind speed we've had reported on the weather station has been 76 kilometers per hour, and it's definitely dried things out. So, one thing we're really watching this season is planting depth. 2 years ago, some individuals that planted a little bit on the shallower side had some different challenges as far as emergence. We'd see plants coming up in low spots and draws, and other parts of the field where moisture was a little bit of a challenge, we see delay emergence. So a lot of producers this year are pushing seed depth a little bit more aggressively. Kind of reports out there, what I've seen is 2.5 inches deep, which is what we planted at, to in the east country around Stettler, they're getting down to about 3 inches deep. So planting started in central Alberta about 2 weeks ago. Kind of seems like we went from November to June within 4 days. April 27th, we had the low of -10 at night. And May 12th, our high here was +23. So it's been a bit of an interesting year to say the least. But we planted the plot here on May 8th, so exactly a week from today. Just digging down and checking the seed, it has sprouted. So we planted the plot at 34,000 plants per acre. We put down 20 liters of G22 with each variety. And before that, we put down 484 pounds of a 34-10-3 fertilizer blend from Ponoka Fertilizer here in town and worked it in. One thing I was happy we did is we did not work the soil last fall, so we had some corn stubble in the field here to collect some moisture, which was really good for the amount of snow that we did have. Plot seeding day went really good. Thank you to Core Hagsma and Code Custom Farming for coming to help us plant it here. Very windy here in central Alberta, as you can see. There's some folks that want to get out and do some spraying, which obviously is a challenge with weather like this. We had some snow and other moisture coming in the forecast. It told us 2 days ago, but that's all changed. It'd be really great right now if we could get a shot of rain to get the plants up and going and things progressing.
Right now, when it's not so windy, it's a great time for everybody to get out in the field and just go take a quick walkthrough and start to see what's coming up in your field, see what's popping up before the crop is even emerging, identify your weeds, kind of see what's growing in there, how big they're getting, and start to kind of think about spraying when we don't have such crazy winds. So something to consider is, starting to identify your weeds, looking at what chemicals are going to match with that. And another thing to watch for is your residual. So crop planning for next year, future years, what you've had on your field the years prior, just looking at certain chemicals that may affect that and limit us in those factors. So another thing to think about is your weed size. So I know it's kind of scary when you get out there and your field is starting to look a little green, but if we go in too early, there's a possibility that more weeds will start to come up after the fact, and then we're going to have to go in more than we would like, or potentially not get as good of a kill as we wanted so timing is really crucial when we're looking at spraying, but especially with our corn here, we want to be a little bit more on top of it. One thing to watch for with our weed pressure is corn does not like competition. So especially when our corn is just starting to come up, we want to have our field clear and clean as possible, just because we want to give it the best jump start that we possibly can and not have it competing against other weeds. Something new this year is we want to encourage all producer and grower involvement. So when we post these videos, the person that has the best question of the year is going to win a prize at the end of the year. So Get your questions out there. Ask us anything that you may be thinking about or want us to answer on this. We will be back as soon as the corn starts to emerge and prior to spraying to give you guys a little bit more of an update.
If you have any questions, please reach out to us, and thank you for watching.